Well, final question before I let you go. 21 Savage and Young Thug said, fuck the streets.
Mm-hmm. About time. Yeah.
What do you think about that? Because a lot of people like Boosie had a problem with it because, like, look, you guys got to where you were by talking about the streets and glorifying.
The same people
like
that'll let you get to where, help you get to where you at will be the same motherfuckers to help lower your casket.
Huh? What do you mean?
I'm just saying, why I don't put a lot of stock in surrounding myself with people who are still struggling while I'm not. You know what I mean? Because people who are drowning cling on to the motherfucker that's not and pull you in the water. Try to help where you can. Try to do what you can when you can. But, you know, you're an adult, man. You're an adult. Adult. You know what I mean? Fuck that.
Yeah. Yeah.
I mean, you should never forget where you come from. Always be humble. And if you can, whoever are your immediate friends and family that make up your circle, if you choose to do for them, you do for them. But that's a slippery slope, man, because once it starts, it doesn't stop. I remember I saw on Kevin Hart's thing where he interviews people in his, I think his house, his wine cellar.
Mm-hmm.
And Jay-Z said something to the extent of, if a family member asks me for 50 grand because they have an idea they want to get off the ground, he tells them no.
Yeah.
And people in the comments were like, yo, that's crazy. When you're a billionaire, what's the issue? You ain't gonna miss 50 grand. It ain't the money, it's the principle.
Yeah.
And that's a very slippery slope to start getting into. So now I understand it. I understand it.
Look, I had a whole argument with Michael Vick.
Michael who?
Michael Vick.
Vick.
Yeah. The quarterback. And this still pops up in my timeline. People still DM it to me because I think that, you know, they think they're trying to diss me by saying this.
We all, you know, was a tight-knit group. And so we just tried to, you know, be just like any other group of friends, close-knit, stick together.
I mean, is this sort of a Newport News thing? Because Allen Iverson kind of had the same thing going on. He would always have a big crew from back home with him.
Man, you got a crew.
Yeah, but I don't financially support him though.
Yeah, well, I mean, back you 20 years old, it might have been different. You had a couple $1 million. You might look at it different. You know what I'm saying? You and your boys, y'all had it lit. It's like walking in that back room and you broke and you find $20 million and you found it. They was outside. You ain't gonna give him nothing. You're not gonna give him a dime. You ain't gonna, he got a kids and he trying to get an apartment. You're not gonna help him when you got a pocket full of money.
It's a tough situation.
No, it's not a tough situation. I don't think it's a tough situation.
I've dealt with it. I've dealt with friends and it's always.
I don't think it's tough.
It's always, they're your best friends until the one time you tell them no. I talked about all the problems that he had that were based on him trying to bring all these bum-ass friends from his hometown with him.
Right.
Like the dog fighting, all that was happening at one of his homes with his bum-ass friends.
Right.
His friends get pulled over in cars that he owned and they'd find drugs and guns in the car and everything else like that.
Yeah.
So I said, listen, you know, when you look back on your situation, because remember, he went bankrupt when he went to prison, lost everything.
Yeah.
He was luckily talented enough and young enough to come back and get his career back on track.
But it was never the same.
He did pretty well.
It was.
It wasn't quite what it was, but he still had a good career for the next few years.
Yeah.
Right? And I'm like, do you regret, you know, having your friends around and pulling them along? He's like, no, not at all. Like, you know, if you found $5 million in this room, like you wouldn't share that with your friends? And I'm like, that's not the same thing.
And the answer to that is no. Fucking no.
You're not sharing shit.
Nah.
But I was also like, well, it's not the same thing because your friends were not on that field with you. Yes, they were there for moral support and all that, but you're the one that's actually doing all the work. And I remember because I was comparing him to Iverson, who was the same thing. I remember being out in Miami. Iverson had like 20 people with him.
Yeah.
He's paying for everybody.
Yeah.
They move around. They're all traveling on his dime like they're his kids.
Yeah.
And I remember like constantly people send me stuff. See, Vlad, he's not like us. He not like us. Yeah, see, he's white. You don't understand what it's like to, to not turn your back on your friends. And I'm like, these people put this guy in prison and made him lose everything. And then one of them cooperated against him. I think one of his cousins.
Well,
and then another one of his friends shot that dude, tried to show up at his birthday party. Like the whole thing is fucked up. Get some new friends. How's that? How's that? Listen, man, like,
I don't know that you even need to get new friends. You just have to have boundaries. You have to have limits, And if that's not acceptable to your friends, now we have to revisit the conversation.
Look, one of the coolest things about my job is that I've developed real friendships with people that I've interviewed, that I've admired, that I'm actually close to, like Michael Jai White, real friend of mine, Willie D, real friend of mine, Johnny Gill, real friend of mine. It's so dope to actually get new friends who are at a similar level of where you are currently in life. That's my thing. Is that not you? So you don't have any new friends?
But I think sometimes people, and I don't want to judge too harshly on you, but I might even say you, y'all throw that word friend around too loosely.
Okay.
What really is a friend? You know what I mean? Like a friend is going to be somebody, and I jokingly say this, but I'm serious, but I'm joking. Help you bury the body. That's a friend. Nigga, I ain't going to tell nobody. I will help you bury this motherfucker. A friend, and it's like, yeah, it's easy to rub shoulders with people who got what you got, and when times are good, they call you their friend and vice versa. Real friendship is tested through hard times, dark times.
Okay, some of those people that I mentioned when I was going through my whole, like, Farrakhan, cancel Vlad
that's not
time.
a dark time, man.
It was a dark time for me.
How was that a dark time?
It was a dark time for me.
Because what, you got Godfrey mad at you? Lord Jamar? What made that a hard time? Did anybody die?
Nobody died.
Okay, so stop it. Did you come close to murdering a bitch and needed a place to hide out for a day or two?
I hope I never get to that point.
Okay, so
I hope I never get to that point.
So the boundaries of friendship have never been tested for you. Not for real.
All I'm saying is there was people during that time that, while other people who I thought were my friends were turning their back against me and publicly bashing me, these are people who actually stood by my side. And it was cool to actually experience that. People like John Sally and so forth. I can go on. And look, are they going to help me bury the body? No. I don't know anyone who's going to help me bury a body at this point.
That's unfortunate for you.
Yeah.
I got 2 people in my life that would.
Really?
Oh, yeah.
They'll go to prison for you.
We ain't talking about prison. We ain't talking about just burying the body. You brought up prison.
Well, what happens when they find the body?
Well,
and it gets put on one of them? Are they going to say, yeah, that was me, Aries, ain't got nothing to do with it?
This part, I don't even know what you're talking about.
That's what it is. Aries Spears. Till next time.
Yeah.
Peace.
Which camera's mine between these 3?
All of them.
All of them. All right, y'all. Y'all know what it is. And this is why I'm grateful you allow me to do this, because there are people that hit me up in Instagram and go, yo, I saw you on Vlad. Give me the link. So Spears and Steinberg is the podcast. Slide into my DMs on Instagram. I will send you the links. Spearsberg Pod on YouTube. Hit like and subscribe. Always start from the beginning. Go in order. It matters comedically.
Boom.